Yes, hello everyone, welcome back to another video here on Cluiche with me, Seamus Brady, your host. In this video, I'm going to run through all of the action which has taken place across the LGFA Leagues so far in 2024. It kicked off over the weekend for Divisions 1, 2 and 3, but the week previous it kicked off for Division 4 as well. They're already on round 2. And just in case you missed out on the action, this is the perfect place to be. I'm going to recap all of the results with the big details, of course, from the Division 1 fixtures as well. So if you're new around here, do subscribe, do follow along with all the content, get involved here with the team here at Cluiche. Put your comments in the comment section below. I'll respond to them all as well. But let's dive straight in with the top division. Let's dive in with Division 1. And there was no doubt, absolutely no doubt, which was the fixture to watch. Dublin versus Kerry in Parnell Park, a replay of last year's All-Ireland football final. And Kerry came to Parnell Park and they meant business. Kerry leave Parnell Park victorious on a scoreline of 1 goal and 8 points to Dublin's 6 points. There's no doubt that this was the result of round 1 in the LGFA Division 1 League for 2024. Kerry looked really, really good in this game, but Dublin did look off the pace as well. 2 new players for Kerry in the full forward line were really, really impressive. I thought Jaden Lucy was fantastic, but player of the match, Emma Deneen, who hit 1-3, she was fantastic. Her goal in the 43rd minute, pretty much finished it off. Pretty much finished the game off. And for Kerry, look, like, there's no doubt, as I said, that result for Kerry, going away to Parnell Park and beating Dublin by 1-8 to 6 points, was the standout result of round 1 of the LGFA League for 2024. Jaden Lucy looked fantastic. Emma Deneen, player of the match, hit 1-3. The goal in the 43rd minute, as I said, finished the game off. Dublin looked off colour. Alwyn Carey was back. That was great to see. But apart from that, there wasn't much positives for McBowen in this opening game. Kerry's defence looked really solid as well. Kaylee Cronin was fantastic at centre-half back. And it's a perfect start to the league for Kerry. 1-8 to 6 points to get that victory. I thought Niamh Carmody was fantastic as well. Real captain's role there for Kerry. And it's the second time in a row now that Kerry have gone away to Parnell Park and beaten Dublin. So they'll be really, really confident that, look, in future, they can go and get results against Dublin as well. Because I think last year's final would have hit the confidence a bit. Dublin did look like they had Kerry figured out in last year's final. Kerry looked like they had Dublin figured out in this game in Parnell Park. So a great start to the league for Kerry in 2024. Moving on to the other Division 1 results, which happened over the weekend. Armagh beat Waterford by 2 goals and 8 points to Waterford's 2 goals and 3 points. The Armagh goals came from Amy Mackin and from Aoife McCoy. No surprise that Amy Mackin and Aoife McCoy came up with the goals. No surprise on the Waterford side either. Lauren McGregor hit both of the goals for the Dacia, but Armagh just a little bit too strong in this one. And to have Mackin back in is absolutely priceless. She is an absolutely outstanding footballer. Aoife McCoy is brilliant as well. And they have other players like Kelly Mallon, Blaheen Mackin, Clodagh McCambridge. Really, really strong Armagh side. And in this game, they were too strong for Waterford, and Armagh off to a winning start as well. Moving on to the next game, Cork beat Galway by a goal and 6 to 5 points. And I should really say Katie Quirk won 6, Galway 5 points. Katie Quirk hit all of Cork's scores. She hit 1-6. All of her points came in the first half, and the goal that she got for Cork came at a crucial stage in the second half, and it was enough to beat Galway, who pushed hard for that goal in the second half especially, but couldn't break through the Cork defence. And the one thing that I have to say about all these games is conditions was absolutely terrible. The scores are low because the conditions were terrible. And the thing that proves it is Mayo and Meath, the final game in Division 1, finished Mayo 1-15, Meath 2 goals and 18 points. So key details you have to remember here. The games are 60 minutes in total, 30 minutes a half. So they have 10 minutes less playing time than the men. So to rattle up 1-15 for Mayo and 2-18 for Meath is a very high scoring game. But the key thing about it is it was played indoors pretty much. It was played in the Connacht GAA Air Dome. The weather doesn't have an impact there. And in that, you are able to put up higher scoring tallies. And I have no doubt that that helped Mayo and Meath in this game. The wind wasn't there. The rain wasn't there. The mucky pitch wasn't there. And it's easier to kick the ball over the bar from further distances. And in those conditions, in those nice conditions, Mayo and Meath served up a brilliant game. And new Meath manager Shane McCormack is off to a winning start in the job. A very tough away fixture, but they beat Mayo by 2-18 to 1-15, as I said. Tara Needham hit Mayo's goal. That put them 1-5 to 5 points ahead on the stroke of the 15th minute. So Mayo were really off to a good start. Maeve Byrne responded for Meath with 2 goals. Arnie Sheridan was outstanding in defence as well. And by half-time, Meath had completely turned it around and led by 2-10 to 1-8. And they powered on from there, outscoring Mayo in the second half as well by 8 points to 7. To get the victory. So a very good start in Division 1 for Meath as well. Now, we'll be doing a full preview for round 2 of the fixtures as well. And in that, I'll be giving more information as to my official picks for who I think is going to actually win the league. Safe to say after round 1, keeping my eyes firmly on Meath and on Kerry. They look very, very impressive. Now, giving you the roundup of Division 2's round 1 results. Tyrone beat Westmeath at home by 2 goals and 9 points to 1 goal and 7. Cavan had home advantage against Tipperary, but Tipperary still left with the win. Tipperary won by 1-4 to 2 points. Kildare beat Monaghan, 1-6 to 5 points. And Donegal went away to Laois and won by 7 points to 3. Again, very, very bad conditions for those games, hence the low scores. Division 3's round 1 results. Roscommon beat down by 11 points to 4. Clare went away to Wexford and absolutely annihilated them by the looks of things, winning by 1-7 to a point. Antrim lost to Louth when they had home advantage as well. Antrim 1-6, Louth 1-10. And Offaly and Sligo played out an entertaining draw, 1-8 apiece. And then on we go to Division 4. So as I said, Division 4 had 2 rounds in that. Round 1, Derry and Carlow played out a very entertaining game, but Carlow went away to Derry and won by 3-7 to 2-5. Fermanagh put a bit of a beating on Longford, winning 2-14 to 1-6. Limerick and Wicklow drew 1-3 to 6 points, and Leitrim got a great win away to Kilkenny, beating them by 2 points to 2 goals and 18 points. So a very good start for Leitrim in that fixture. In round 2, Limerick beat Derry when they had home advantage, 1-8 to 4 points. So back-to-back defeats for Derry, not a great start. Leitrim beat Wicklow in a very entertaining game, 4-6 to 15 points. So Leitrim have already hit 6 goals in the first 2 games. Carlow and Fermanagh played out a very entertaining draw, finishing 2-10 apiece. And Kilkenny lost to Longford. So back-to-back defeats for the Cats. They finished with 2-1. Longford finished with 4 goals and 9 points. So a handy victory for Longford in the end in that fixture. And before I do wrap it up, I'm going to give my initial picks for who I think is to watch to go out of these divisions. So Division 2, you're obviously looking at Donegal pretty much off the bat. And Donegal Laois, it's a fitting fixture that was the one that, you know, they're 2 teams that could definitely push to get out of that division. Kildare as well, you know, intermediate champions last season, some cracking players there like Roisin Byrne, Emily Dowling. They could be, Ellen Dowling, as well. They could be a serious team to watch as well, like, because they're preparing for division, you know, for senior football next year. And they started off their Division 2 campaign with a 4-point victory over Monaghan. So not a bad start for them at all. If I had to pick, I would pick Donegal and Kildare as the teams that I think will be the main 2 to watch and the main 2 that will succeed in Division 2. Division 3, if we move down there, Louth immediately impressing me there, going away to Antrim and getting the victory. That's not an easy place to go. And I would probably say Clare. Clare were seconds away from getting a victory, a last gasp victory as well in the intermediate final against Kildare, like only for that late block. Like it was an incredible save there on the line. And yeah, so Clare were a millisecond away from potentially winning the intermediate championship. So I think they will get out of Division 3 this year. And I think Louth will probably go with them. I know Roscommon were very impressive in their victory over Down. Probably would just lean towards Louth on this occasion though. And then as for Division 4, well, I mean, immediately we have to look at the teams that have made it back-to-back defeats are not going anywhere, but the teams have back-to-back wins. Leitrim, as I said, 6 goals for Leitrim in the first 2 games, looking really, really impressive. Racked up a big tally against Kilkenny and 4 goals they put past Wicklow to get the victory there. So you obviously have to look at them. Fermanagh and Carlow are the other 2 that I'm looking at as being serious threats, and it's no surprise that they played out a 2-10 draw. Fermanagh, like when they played against Longford, really put them to the sword. So for me, it's between Fermanagh, Leitrim and Carlow as to who goes up, and I'll be interested to see how Leitrim do when they actually come up against Fermanagh and Carlow. That will tell us all that we need to know. But anyway, as I said, keep an eye out for this week as well. We're going to do a full preview of the LGFA upcoming action in next weekend's round of fixtures as well. So make sure you stay tuned for that as well. We had a very, very busy weekend, both the club finals, everything like that. Keep an eye out for social media reacts. A new, of course, episode, a new series that we're going to do here on Cluiche of all the biggest GA personalities really giving their feedback, giving their reactions to the weekend's action. So that's all from me, guys. Thank you so much for joining me on this roundup of the LGFA Lidl League, or the Lidl LGFA League. Sorry, I'll put it in the right context. Lidl, of course, backing it. They're the sponsors. The campaign is fantastic. Go have a look at it if you haven't already. But the Lidl LGFA League for 2024 kicked off over the weekend. Division 4 kicked off the weekend before. As I said, I've recapped all of the results, rounded it all up. And I'm looking forward to round 2 in Divisions 1 to 3 and round 3 in Division 4. Until the next one, guys, here on Cluiche, make sure you subscribe, join the team, and I'll catch you all on the next one. Take care.